First time countdown's worst persons in the world. LeBron's Mark Halperin of Time magazine complaining that there hasn't been a lot of stories about Obama going back on his word, saying that he would accept the public money and would reach out to Senator McCain to try to work out a deal. So I think this is a case of a clear, unambiguous double standard. All right, back to the old line about how reading is fundamental. On November 27th of last year, Obama was one of only two candidates to bother to answer the questionnaire of the Midwest Democracy Network. Question 1B reads, you can find it online. If you are nominated for president in 2008 and your major opponents agree to forego private funding in the general election campaign, will you participate in the presidential public financing system? Then you have to check either the yes box or the no box and then explain. Obama checked yes, then gave an extremely long and kind of self-serving answer about his history of advocating public finances, which concluded, if I am the Democratic nominee, I will aggressively pursue an agreement with the Republican nominee to preserve a publicly financed general election. So what that is a series of if-then statements leading to only this promise that he'd pursue an agreement. There's no going back on any word here, and anybody telling you otherwise is deliberately cherry-picking that document to serve a political cause. A three-way tie tonight for the silver. John Dowd, Cindy McCain's attorney, writing to the New York Times after its profile of her and mentioning her past prescription drug abuse. Quote, you've not tried to find Barack Obama's drug dealer that he wrote about in his book. Brian Kilmeade of Fix News. Why not try to find that drug dealer? Rudy Giuliani on Fix News. God forbid somebody should do some reporting on Barack Obama's use of drugs. Way to execute the talking points, boys. But hello, you guys own enough reporters. Hop to it. But our winner, Roger Ailes of Fox Noise, who was going into the Broadcasting and Cable Hall of Fame, presumably near the bust of the guy who made the commercials louder than the actual shows. Anyway, the official bio for his introduction program, he's quoted in this as saying, everybody knew Russert was a liberal Democrat, and everybody knows Brokaw is a liberal Democrat, but they didn't let that get in the way of their questions, their reporting. They didn't get their ego out in front of the story. I have enormous respect for people who do that. Ailes, of course, never hired anybody like that at Fox, never practiced it himself, but he has enormous respect for people who do. Roger, do as I respect, not as I do Ailes, today's worst person in the world.